first half. Do you think that was a product of kind of the day in general?
I don't know if it was, maybe, but I give them credit, man. They came out guns a-blazing, and we were, woof. We couldn't find them and locate them at all, and they were knocking them all down. But, you know, I'm just glad we hung in there and battled. I thought we really dominated it from about the 4 or 5 minute stretch of the second quarter. We dominated it at both ends. It was good.
Yeah, we were up 17 with 2:48 to go. Rolling to 33 points in the second half. What changed at halftime?
There's amazing adjustments we made at halftime. Yeah. No, it was
more elbow grease?
Yeah, no, we did do a couple things differently, right? We got up a little more in the pick and roll, but we just locked in. We were so much better in transition, which slowed them down. And then I thought we just did a heck of a lot better job of keeping the ball in front of us. We limited a lot of their paint touches, and when they did kick it back out, we were right underneath them again, and we couldn't find them on the kickouts there for a stretch in the first half. So we just guarded the ball better, and you know, just a real locked-in effort defensively by every guy that stepped out there.
Did you find anything on a night like tonight, a lineup that you said, hey, you know, I'm gonna put this one away. I might be able to use it at some point. Did you find any of that?
Well, I always get a few thoughts on some things, and the one thing that I think we are seeing, and I don't want to get too carried away here, but Fred's healthier, right? And the combination of him and Kyle out there really gives us some great basketball savvy and toughness. Mm-hmm. 2 penetrators, 2 guys that can run the plays in the offense, 2 guys that can knock down shots. So it was good to see, because that was a potent duo a year ago late in games, mm-hmm. and it hasn't been that potent this year. And most of that, I think, just is because of other guys, and mostly Fred's health, to be honest with you. But you could see he's starting to get to the rim, which was a kind of he'd always get us 3 or 4 layups a game last year, and you see those coming back. Those have been absent, and again, that's just he's just moving better, feeling better. He had a great game, so that's one thing. That's about it, I guess. I loved Patrick McCaw again. I don't know how many steals he had officially. I guess I could look, but I can remember about 3 that he knocked away, and about another 5 or 6 that he got his hands on. So he covered up a lot of mistakes down there defensively too with his help defense. So again, he continues to impress with his energy. He got a couple offensive rebounds, and his speed and his length and his athleticism. So it's good to see him play some minutes.
You mentioned Fred getting back to health and Kyle with his back. On a night like tonight, how much are you warring with yourself about minutes and keeping an eye on that, thinking that
I wasn't warned with myself very much at all tonight. I was just trying to get the W, man. Yeah. Right, the game's here in front of you, and it's a game to win, and not until there was about 3 minutes to go did I think, what am I doing here? Get these guys out, right? So there was a lineup that was grooving, you know, and Pascal was part of it. He ran a long stretch there, and Freddie was part of it. He ran a long stretch there, so we just let him roll.
Have you ever seen Pascal get tired?
Yeah. Times, not very often, but he didn't seem too tired tonight, and luckily we had a little bit of a luxury of some free timeouts. Like I could burn there and just kind of rest him for those, so I didn't have to sub him there for a good stretch, and then we finally decided to give him a little break.
We heard Masai was on the podium when we were out here. Anything that said that kind of caught your eye now that it's official, or your ear, or?
I didn't see what he had to say.
Your thoughts on having
that,
though?
I mean, listen, I think that there's a lot of positives with a guy like Gasol, right? And I think most of them come with being battle tested, right? I think we all know that those playoffs can get wild and woolly, and he's a guy that's been through them deep many times. He's played international at the highest level many times, and he should give us a settling force a little bit with his ability to handle and not handle the ball, but have the ball, deliver it to people. You know, he's a safe pair of hands that can pass it, right? So that maybe can keep our offense ticking over a little bit in the guts of a tough game. And I guess that's about it, right? I think I've coached against him a number of times internationally, and obviously at the NBA level, and he's somebody you have to game plan for. And he's got a hell of a career under his belt.
you didn't seem to be expecting too much change
No.
this morning. Did
No.
this catch you by surprise?
I mean, again, I hate to give you the same answer every time, but they always catch me by surprise because I think there's so much going on all the time, and I really don't. I don't think that I know about a lot of the things that are possibly going on, and I don't think there's any need to know about them because I don't know what the numbers are. I'm not a front office guy, but I'll bet you 95% of the deals, or maybe 98% of them, don't happen. So I think when something happens, when it's a 2%, hit ratio, that I was surprised. I was surprised. I was surprised, probably like you guys were.
How much thought have you given to how you're going to actually physically get him in the lineup? I mean, you've got
Yep.
Serge playing the 5 right
Yep.
now, Pascal's playing the 4.
Yep.
How do you manage that?
Well, I think it's a let it play out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do anything drastic here right away, but we got to take him some time to get acclimated to our stuff, and I think again, I haven't been very fluid for a while with the starting lineup, etc. I really don't know what I'm going to do other than until I see him play and see what it looks like and see what some combinations look like and make a decision. But I think it's again, he's used to starting, right? Serge is used to starting. I think Serge has earned and played his butt off this year, right? So I can't call it at this point at all. But again, I just think it'll take some time to figure it out.
You've worked this closely with JV. It's almost you've
Yeah,
worked with
man.
any player. That's got to be
Yeah.
a tough one.
Yeah, it was. When you asked me about the atmosphere at the hotel, in my room, it was a sad one, right? Because you're right, JV and I have spent a lot of time together. For 5 years as an assistant, I was his guy, and we sat and watched film. And I've been to Lithuania many times to work him out, and I went to so I was in Budapest last year watching him play, and so I said, that's what I said to him today. I said, no more trips to Lithuania. He says, come on, man, you can still come, And so I think it's funny to say, like, as a coach player deal, but I think it's we'll be friends for life, man, for sure, and certainly miss him. I miss him already.
Thanks, man.